All right. Hi, Marky. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you, Rachel?
I'm doing well. Always nice to see you. So, I'm here with
You
Dr.
too.
Markie Twist, who is teaching a 2-day class in February on sex and technology, considering digisexuality, digiattachment, and digihealth. Tell us about this course and what we're going to learn in it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super excited about this course. So, in addition to myself, you'll also have an opportunity to learn from Dr. Neil McArthur or learn with Dr. McArthur. And Neil, and this is kind of exciting, Rachel, and everyone. I don't know if everyone knows this, but Neil is actually one of the foremost experts, literally has been named on AI in the whole entire country of Canada.
Wow.
So,
Amazing.
yeah. I don't think we have titles like that in the US,
Yeah, that's
but
amazing.
right? But so I'm excited just about the opportunity that you're going to have already just to learn from Neil. And a lot of what Neil will share and what I will share will be about the work that we've actually been doing both together and separately for, gosh, I want to say almost 15 years now, y'all. And what we'll focus on in my time is we're going to look at kind of three areas that intersect with each other. And remember, the main focus is what is our relationships with technology, with other humans through technology, with the technology itself, right? And there's a lot of people right now, and this happens every time there's sort of a major technological shift that happens across time and space. There's a lot of people who are very anxious and worried right now, particularly around large language model, predictive text models, which most people shorten to the term artificial intelligence or AI. And so, where we're going to start in this conversation is actually around digital health. And no, Rachel, I don't just mean the click the privacy agreement or did you read everything? I actually mean like a real definition of what it means to have a healthy relationship through and with technology, and then some core principles that go along with that. So, we're going to start there. And we'll also look at, and I believe this actually is a part of one of the other trainings that you all offer that I've had a chance to work with. We'll also focus on then what do we do when people's relationships with technology are out of control? When they aren't feeling healthy to the person, okay, and to their family and friends, because that is definitely a concern people are having. And so we're definitely going to start there. After that, we'll get into, you know what, if nothing's unhealthy that's going on, then what is going on? And we'll look at it's an attachment, right? So it's this idea that we not only have attachments to other people through technology, but many of us have attachments to the technology itself. We're starting to see this, particularly as people are talking about more of the area of digisexuality, right? So people whose primary sexual experiences or even perhaps their identity is digisexuality tied to their relationship through and with technology. Um, but we're also seeing it as some people are describing themselves as wire sexuals. And so that's another lens that people are taking to look at their attachment relationships and their intimate relationships with their technology. So we'll talk about that. Um, and then we'll close out our time together in looking more closely at digisexuality, a digisexual identity. What does this really mean? What are the differences that are happening with technology versus like we used to only really have mediating technology, that first wave of digisexuality that Neil and I first wrote about almost a decade ago now. And that used to be where we were, which is just how the technology mediates your relationship with other humans, which that's not new, right? And just so you know, people freaked out about vibrators, for example, when those first really hit the public market in the 1950s and 60s. I mean, the scare at the time was, and this will sound familiar, women are going to stop having babies. They'll stop, having sex with men, people. I mean, maybe that's happened. I'm not sure. But at the same time,
I mean, I have
right?
no kids,
Uh,
so you know.
yeah, see, so there we go. And I only have one, everybody, and I'm done. So, and they're off at college. Yay, did it. So, so mediating, that's where we have been. But Neil and I also talked about immersive technologies starting 10 years ago, which are those that need not involve another human, right? So that is the large language model, that is the robots, that can be virtual reality type interactions that people are having. And that's really where people are starting to now, now they're having their new form of technophobia or digisexual phobia. So we'll definitely talk about that too. And then of course, I'm a therapist, right? You're a clinical psychologist. Other people are going to want actual takeaway practice skills, right? So we're definitely talk about if people's relationship with the technology is healthy, if it's additive in their life and it's not hurting, right? If it feels like a secure attachment in their life, right? If it's meeting the Digihealth principles, then be affirming. So we'll go over what are Digi-Affirming micro skills that you can use. But let's say that things might be out of control or it's creating disruptions in their other human to human relationships. Then we're going to go over the couple and family technology framework, okay, which will actually give you like a very clear step by step. Here are ways to address this. And here's the thing, folks, while everyone else, here in the last couple of years is just now realizing that we have relationships with technology. Again, myself and Neil have been talking about this, writing about this, doing practice about this, teaching about this, speaking on this, consulting on this for almost 15 years now. Okay. And so I really think there is a real opportunity here to learn from not only people whose understanding is cutting edge and right now, especially Neil. I just can't brag enough about him because honestly, he's Canadian and he won't do it himself. And then, people who want to know where we're going, right? So where are we cutting edge wise? Where are we going to go in the future? And we'll talk about that because there's going to be changes coming with technology. There always will be. And then where have we been? Because believe it or not, we actually have a pretty good foundation if we can look back and say, you know what? Everybody panicked the first time a computer happened. Okay, I promise. I mean, I wasn't alive for it, but I promise everyone panicked. So that's kind of an overview, and I'm super excited about it. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. And of course, we're all going to learn and grow together. And it's going to happen through technology. So we should kind of be grateful to our synthetic partners. And
Yeah.
sometimes we're not, right?
And I'm so excited. I'm especially excited about the clinical application that you mentioned. Any little teaser you can give us for those to get excited, or for those that won't be here just to take something?
Yeah, well, I think one of the things that I'm pretty excited about is we'll be introducing this will be like pretty much one of the first times in an online platform like this that we're going to talk about the Digimatrix, which is an assessment tool that you'll be able to use. It hasn't even like been published in a paper yet. That's how early this is, but it was presented at a national and international conference, but never in this kind of context. And that matrix will help you when you're working with people, not only have language, but you'll look at Digihealth, Digiattachment, and their Digisexuality all in one place. And it's very simple and it's an easy tool. I also think Neil is going to have some fun with you and maybe play around with a large language model in real time while he presents because he truly enjoys that. So that'll
Awesome.
be a fun activity for everyone as well. So
Amazing. Well,
it's
I
going to be
can't
great.
wait. Thank you so much, Marky. We will see you soon.
Thank
And a
you.
reminder, this will all also be recorded for those that can't attend live. So I'm super excited. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye.